If you're in your 20s or 30s and you constantly feel broke, even though you have a decent job, it's probably not just your income that's the problem. Most of the time, it's a handful of tiny, seemingly harmless daily habits that are quietly draining your bank account without you even realizing it. And here's the kicker. These aren't extreme behaviors. They're not reckless spending sprees or gambling addictions. They're the kind of normal habits that society tells us are totally fine, until you look at your account at the end of the month and wonder where all your money went. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 everyday habits that keep smart, hard-working people broke in their 20s and 30s. And more importantly, I'll show you exactly what to do instead, so you can finally start keeping your money and building wealth. If you're tired of the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and ready to make a real change, stick around till the end. And here's my challenge for you. Pick at least one habit from this video to change this week. Just one. That's all it takes to start. Let's dive in. Habit number 1. Payday equals spend day. Treating payday like a shopping holiday instead of a financial system. You get paid on Friday. By Sunday night, you've eaten out twice, ordered a few small things on Amazon, maybe grabbed that shirt you've been eyeing, topped up your streaming subscriptions, and suddenly that 4-figure deposit you saw on Friday morning has shrunk down to not much. It feels like you're in control because you're choosing what to buy. But here's the truth. Your emotions are running the show. Your brain sees money hit your account and immediately goes into reward mode. You worked hard. You deserve to treat yourself, right? Why this keeps you broke? When money flows directly from your employer to your spending habits without any intentional pause, there's no moment where you actually pay your future self. Savings and investments only happen if they're decided on before your spending begins, not after. And if you're always spending first and hoping to save what's left over at the end of the month, well, there's rarely anything left over. Life always finds a way to fill in the gaps. What to do instead? Turn payday into plan day. Here's the system. The moment your paycheck hits, you set up an automatic transfer. Even if it's just $50 or $100 at first, move it into a separate savings account, emergency fund, or investment account immediately. Not tomorrow. Not when you feel like it. Right away. Then whatever is left after that transfer, that's what you can spend without guilt. That's your guilt-free spending money for the month. This simple shift flips the script. Instead of money going from your employer straight to your habits, it goes from your employer to a plan. And that plan includes your future self. If you keep letting money disappear into daily spending without a system, you'll stay broke. But if you build a system that prioritizes your future before your present urges, you finally get ahead. Habit number 2, tiny daily swipes you never track. Small, untracked daily spending. Coffee on the way to work. Takeout because you're exhausted. An Uber because you don't feel like waiting for the bus. A quick snack from the convenience store. A little in-app purchase on a mobile game. A subscription you forgot you had. Each one feels like just $5 or $10. No big deal, right? But do the math with me for a second. Let's say you spend an average of $10 a day on these little untracked purchases. That's about $300 a month. Multiply that by 12 months and you're looking at $3,600 a year. Gone, with absolutely nothing tangible to show for it. Why this keeps you broke? These aren't big, conscious financial decisions. They're automatic. They're mindless. And automatic, mindless spending is one of the biggest wealth killers out there, because you never actually feel the impact until it's too late. You don't think, I'm spending $3,000 on coffee and takeout this year. You just think, it's only $5. What to do instead? Try a 7-day spend awareness challenge. For 1 full week, write down every single non-essential purchase you make. And I mean everything. Coffee, snacks, rides, takeout, in-app purchases, impulse buys at the checkout counter. Carry a small notebook or use a notes app on your phone. At the end of the week, add it all up. Most people are genuinely shocked by the number. Once you actually see where your money's going, you can start making conscious choices instead of unconscious ones. From there, you can set a daily limit. For example, I only get $5 of fun money on weekdays. Swap some habits, make coffee at home, meal prep twice a week and eat leftovers. Walk or take public transit when it's realistic. The goal here isn't to eliminate all enjoyment from your life. It's not about living like a monk. The goal is controlled enjoyment, knowing where your money goes and choosing what actually matters to you, rather than letting it evaporate on autopilot. Habit number 3, lifestyle creep after every raise. Upgrading your lifestyle every single time your income goes up. You get a new job, new phone, you get a slight raise, nicer apartment, you get a bonus, weekend trip, or a wardrobe refresh. On paper, your income is increasing. You're making more money every year. But in reality, nothing actually changes in your financial situation because your expenses are growing just as fast, or sometimes even faster, than your income. This is called lifestyle inflation, or lifestyle creep. And it's one of the sneakiest wealth killers because it feels like progress. You feel like you're doing better because you're earning more, but your bank account tells a different story. Why this keeps you broke? Because you never create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. And that gap, that difference between income and expenses, is where savings, investments, and financial freedom actually live. If you're constantly adjusting your lifestyle to match your income, you're stuck in the same place financially, just with nicer stuff. What to do instead? Use what I call the one raise behind rule. When your income goes up, keep living like you're still on your old income for at least 6 to 12 months. Let's say you get a $300 per month raise. Instead of immediately upgrading your lifestyle, pretend that raise doesn't exist. Save or invest $200 of those $300 every month. That's $2,400 a year. Do that a few times over the course of your 20s and 30s, and your entire financial life transforms. Even though on the outside, nothing looks drastically different. You're still living comfortably. You're still enjoying life. But behind the scenes, you're building wealth, building security, and creating options for yourself. And here's the beautiful part. Once you break the cycle of lifestyle inflation, it gets easier. You stop equating more money with more stuff and start equating it with more freedom. Habit number 4, buying with your feelings instead of a plan. You're bored, you're stressed, you had a rough day at work, you're scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, and suddenly an ad catches your eye. Before you even realize what you're doing, you've clicked buy now, and something is on its way to your house. Or maybe you're out with friends, and you don't want to be the one who says no to dinner or drinks, so you swipe your card even though you know you can't really afford it right now. This is emotional spending, and it's incredibly common, especially in your 20s and 30s, when you're navigating stress, social pressure, and the constant bombardment of ads designed specifically to trigger impulse purchases. Why this keeps you broke? Because your bank balance becomes a direct reflection of your mood, not your goals. You're using spending as a way to manage emotions, boredom, stress, sadness, FOMO, and that's a bottomless pit. No amount of spending will actually fix those feelings. You might feel better for a few minutes or a few hours, but the problem doesn't go away. And meanwhile, your money does. What to do instead? Implement 2 simple but powerful rules. Rule number 1, create a wish list. When you want something, anything big or small, don't buy it immediately. Add it to a wish list instead. This could be a note on your phone, a bookmark folder, or an actual wish list on a shopping site. The act of adding it to a list satisfies that immediate urge just enough to take the edge off. And more importantly, it gives you time to think. Rule number 2, use the 30-day rule for anything over $50. If something costs more than $50 and it's not an absolute necessity, wait 30 days before buying it. If after 30 days you still genuinely want it and it fits within your budget, then consider purchasing it. Here's what happens. Most of those "I need this right now" urges completely disappear once the emotion passes. You realize you didn't actually need it. It was just a momentary impulse triggered by how you were feeling in that moment. And for the things that you do still want after 30 days, those purchases feel intentional. They feel good. There's no guilt, no regret, because you made a conscious choice. Also, let's talk about social spending for a second. If you're constantly spending money just to keep up with friends or avoid awkward conversations, that's a problem. It's okay to say, hey, I'm trying to be more mindful with my money right now. Can we do something low cost this time? Real friends will respect that. And if they don't, that's valuable information about the friendship. Your financial health is more important than temporary social comfort. Habit number 5, future. You as a stranger. Habit number 5, treating your future self like a complete stranger. No emergency fund, no short-term savings, no financial plan. Just hoping that somehow, magically, things will work out when something goes wrong. The problem is, life doesn't care whether you have money saved. Cars break down, phones die, medical emergencies happen, job losses happen. And when you're not prepared, every single small problem turns into a financial crisis that requires you to take on new debt. Why this keeps you broke? Because you're always in reaction mode. Every time something unexpected happens, you have to swipe a credit card, take out a loan, borrow money from family, or go into overdraft. Then a huge chunk of your future income goes toward paying for your past emergencies. You're constantly playing catch-up, and it's exhausting. What to do instead? Make your first financial goal super simple and achievable. Build your first $1,000 emergency fund. That's it, not $10,000, not 6 months of expenses, just $1,000 to start. Here's how. Decide on a percentage of your income that you can realistically save. Maybe it's 5%, maybe it's 10%. It doesn't have to be huge. Automate it. Every single payday, move that percentage into a separate savings account that you don't touch. Treat it like a bill you have to pay. Don't worry about investing yet. Don't worry about being perfect or optimizing every dollar. Just focus on building that first safety net so that future you isn't constantly drowning in the chaos created by present you. Once you have that first $1,000, the psychological shift is incredible. You start to feel more in control, you start to feel safer, and that momentum makes it easier to keep going. From there, you can build it up to 3 months of expenses, then 6 months, but you have to start somewhere, and $1,000 is a realistic, achievable place to start. Bonus insight. The real reason these habits stick. Now, before we wrap up, I want to talk about something really important. Why these habits are so hard to break. It's not because you're lazy. It's not because you don't care about your financial future. It's because modern society is literally designed to encourage these exact behaviors. Think about it. Payday spending? Retailers time their sales to coincide with paydays. Your inbox and social feeds are flooded with promotions right when money hits your account. Small daily purchases? Payment apps make spending feel frictionless. Tap, swipe, done. You barely even register it as spending money. Lifestyle inflation? Social media bombards you with images of upgraded lifestyles. Everyone seems to be living better than you, so you feel pressure to keep up. Emotional buying? Algorithms are designed to show you products specifically when you're most vulnerable. When you're bored, stressed, or scrolling mindlessly, ignoring future you. Our brains are wired for immediate gratification. Saving for the future requires you to fight against your own biology. So if you've struggled with these habits, it's not a personal failure. You're up against billions of dollars of marketing, psychology, and technology designed to separate you from your money. But here's the good news. Once you're aware of these forces, you can build systems to protect yourself. You can automate your savings, you can track your spending, you can create intentional delays before purchases. You can set boundaries around social spending. Awareness plus intentional systems equals financial control. All right, let's recap the 5 daily habits that quietly keep you broke in your 20s and 30s. Habit number 1, treating payday like a celebration instead of a system. Solution, automate your savings first and spend what's left. Habit number 2, small, untracked daily spending. Solution, do a 7-day spend awareness challenge and set conscious limits. Habit number 3, lifestyle inflation after every raise. Solution, use the 1 raise behind rule and save the difference. Habit number 4, emotional and impulse buying. Solution, create a wish list and use the 30-day rule for larger purchases. Habit number 5, ignoring your future self. Solution, build your first $1,000 emergency fund and automate the savings process. Now here's the most important part. You don't have to fix all 5 at once. In fact, trying to overhaul your entire financial life overnight is a recipe for burnout and failure. Instead, pick one habit from this list. Just one. Commit to changing it this week. Maybe you set up that automatic transfer on payday. Maybe you start tracking your small daily purchases. Maybe you add things to a wish list instead of buying immediately. One small change creates momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence leads to more changes, and before you know it, your entire relationship with money is transformed. Your 20s and 30s are the most powerful wealth-building years of your life. Not because you're making the most money, you're probably not, but because you have the most time for your money to grow and compound. Every dollar you save and invest now is worth exponentially more than a dollar you save in your 40s or 50s. So the habits you build right now, today, will determine your financial reality for decades to come. You've got this. You're here, you're learning, you're taking it seriously. That already puts you ahead of most people. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more no-nonsense personal finance content. Drop a comment below and let me know, which habit are you committing to change this week? I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.